Hey guys, Darren here. Thanks for joining the Stock Option Market Weekly Update for the week of July 1st. So it's Independence Day, 4th of July. Everybody have a safe, happy holiday. And should be a fairly slow week in the market, I believe. But hey, today we're going to talk about where we are in the market year to date, what sectors are looking good going forward. We'll talk about some of the economic data that has come out last week and is coming out this week, and we'll jump into the different sectors and how they're doing and performing, and then we'll go right into the trades on the Tasty Trade trading platform. Before we get started, if you appreciate the time and effort that goes into making these videos, please do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. It really helps to get the video out to more people, and I appreciate it, so thank you very much. I think it's super important that we understand all the tools and the strategies that the rich are using to get richer. Then we can use those same tools and strategies to profit for ourselves safely in any market. Be sure and download the free options workshop in the link below. It talks about the two main benefits of trading options over buying stocks. There's also a paid course as well if you want to dig in deeper and get the most bang for your buck with trading options. Use the link below and open an account with Moomoo. You can get 8.1% on your uninvested cash and up to 15 free stocks, 5 for a deposit of $100 and 10 more for a deposit of only $1,000. You also get the free charting software that is great, and I use it every day. You can set it up with all your key indicators, and you don't have to pay for it. It's a zero commission online platform brokerage. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner and I'm not recommending trades. Please do your own research, and if you're new or learning options, I recommend you start small. All right, guys, so hey, it's been a couple of weeks since I did one of these, so getting back to updating the option trades, the live trades, and see where we're at, as well as look at where we are in the market today. So this is the S&P over the last 5 days. So you can see later in the week on looks like Friday, yeah, we went way up and then came back down, but ended up actually pretty flat for the week. We versus 2 weeks ago when I last did it, we're up 1.5%. Year to date, we're up 13%. So we've just had a slow grind up, and a really good year so far. We started the year at 47.43, and today on the S&P we're at 54.60. Forward PE is now 21, so it's pretty high. As far as the reports that we had that came out last week, we had core PCE. Expectation was 0.1 and it came in at 0.1, and year over year we're at 2.6. So we're actually looking pretty good with the economy looking better. Interest rates, let's look at the FedWatch tool. The first cut is expected. Okay, so this is November. Let's see, September. We're at 5.25 to 5.5. Looks like it's still oh, this is July. Still expected to stay the same this month. And then September, there's actually a better chance that we're going to have a cut. They're thinking a cut in September down to 5 to 5.25. So a quarter point cut. If it doesn't come in September, there is a good chance that it may come in November. So we'll just have to wait and see. As far as year-to-date number, well, actually, let's look at the 5-day first, last week. Okay, so actually last week everything was down except energy pretty much, and then communication services. And then year-to-date, everything's up pretty much except real estate. And then the fear and greed index is at 44, so we're not supposedly super greedy right now, but I think the market's kind of high. So with that, let's just jump into the trades that we have on. And the first one is the Russell. I did one out further. I'm kind of playing the Russell. It's been down so far compared to the NASDAQ and the S&P that I'm just long it. And you can see we're up $225 already on this trade. 664 left to go. As long as we stay above this 2,000 put strike in the next 82 days. But I'm probably not going to wait 82 days. I'll probably sell on a big up day. And if we look at the curve mode, you're going to see, yeah, as long as we stay above that 2000, and even we can even go negative. That's what I love about options. We can go down. The break even is the 2000 minus whatever we collected when we placed the trade, and we collected $1,780. So quite a bit. And actually, that doesn't seem right. We've got 664 left to go, though. So that tells us we're at about 900 collected. Airbnb. I love Airbnb going forward. My target price for Airbnb is, let's see, like 170. We're at 150. So we've still got, 15% higher to go. And again, this is going to be similar to that chart. We can go down below the 145 strike and still make money, but anything above there, we make max profit. And it's at 151. It's been trending up. The green is the 13-day moving average, and the red is the 50. So we like it when the green is trending above, then we know we're trending up in the 13 versus 50-day moving averages. And we actually had a drop, and now we're moving up again on Airbnb. But I think it's a great position to be in. We're in July right now. Uh, Actually, August 1st is earnings, so we'll see how they do. And I'll probably wait. There's $187 left to go. So I could either close out just prior to earnings, take my profit, and then wait and see what happens, or I'll probably put on an August trade, smaller. So I'll probably close these out and then put on an August, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer and then close out. But I want a position on in Airbnb until I get up to that 170 range, definitely. AMD AMD has done very well for us. Uh, Actually, you know what? Let's look at talk about done very well. What did we do? Just in the last 2 days or 30 days, we've made 123 in Airbnb, and we've got two tranches on AMD. We've got put spreads as well, and it my target price for AMD is probably the 200 range. Let's see, yeah, $200 target. And a lot of the times, the way that I get my targets, I just kind of make a trend line long term and kind of actually, this is the 1 year, but see where I think it's going. But 200 is my target right there. And it's been down. But they're going to do great. There's a shortage of AI chips. NVIDIA can't supply them all. AMD's number two, and they've got some great product, less expensive. And so as fast as they make them, they're going to be sold. They've got earnings on 8/6. I rolled one tranche to August when it was down. It was down a little bit last week, and then ended up moving back up. So I'm still one tranche in July, one tranche in August, and set to profit as it moves higher. And again, my target's 200. So staying long AMD. I'll probably roll. Actually, wow, we've still got $200 left on this in July, and as long as it stays above the 155, and that's before earnings. I might put another one on as well. Let me see what we could do. If we were to do that, I could look at July, put on one more tranche, 155, 145, and collect $2. I'm going to put it above the market at $3 or not even $4. But I'll look to, and good till cancel. I'll look to maybe put that on. This is just kind of a reminder for me for Monday morning. And you can see it's setting in there pending. So I'll look at that. But I like the idea of putting it on before earnings. I don't think it's going to drop down to 155 right before earnings. Amazon, 180, 190 put spread. I'm long Amazon as well. And uh, actually, let's go back AMD and look at what we've done. So in the last 30 days, we've made $574. So we're looking to make more. And there's 623 in extrinsic left in AMD. Okay, Amazon, 190. It's getting up near my target. I thought I had a 200, no, 225. So I'm definitely long. Um, Amazon, same situation, put spread. The chart's been straight up, and in the last 30 days, I think we've done pretty well in Amazon as well. Yeah, 516 bucks. So everything's kind of moving up, and we're making money on it. Um, so I'm already in August. Um, DraftKings is the next one. I've got a poor man's covered call on, so a deep in, or a long call, the 30, and then we're selling the 39 call against it. And I actually just did a video last week on poor man's covered calls, and it's how you can obtain this control of 100 shares of stock for free. Basically, you collect monthly premium every month, and then that basically pays for your control of the long call, which is like controlling 100 shares of stock. That's what it duplicates. So I love this strategy. Check out that video. I actually did it on a different stock. I did it on Palantir actually, and you'll see that I've got that on as well. But DraftKings, we've been doing pretty well in as well. Let's see, $139 over the last 30 days. So you collect $100 a month, and it pays for that long call. Um, and DraftKings was trending up. Now it's down a little. They do have a little bit of competition from was it ESPN Bets? I'm not sure what it's called now. Um, and but 8-1 is the earnings that's coming out. So I'm going to stick with this strategy. My target is $50. So we've still got some room to move in DraftKings. Gold has a high IVR of 51. So it's been trading in a range. And you can see right here since April. And that's why I've got a iron condor on. So it's a $10 wide as long as it stays between 215 and 220. Then we continue to make money in gold. And GLD is the one that I do like to trade. I tried GDXJ, the gold miners, and it's just not real liquid and it's tough to make money on. So I do like this going forward. The next one is Google. We've got the 180, 170 put spread, and Google, my target's 200. We're at 182, so I do like I'm long, even though it's been uh, trending up for quite a while. But anything above that 180, we make full profit. And Google's done really well lately with that big move up. We made almost $1,500, $14.99 just in the last 30 days in Google. So it's done really well. I'm long Google up to 200. Netflix, got an iron condor on. I like Netflix. It's done really well for us in the long term over time. So it actually is a really good trading stock for us. I think in the last year, 700 bucks, but we did really well last year as well. But as long as it stays between that 600 and 740 um, in this green range, and eh, it's up the top end of the range, but it's normally pretty range bound, and I like that. We've got earnings coming on the 18th, and then we're on the 19th, so a lot of this premium, the 257 left, is probably not going to come in until after earnings. And then if it makes a move, that could hurt us. So I'll look to maybe recenter or move either the put spread or the call spread just prior to earnings. So we'll kind of watch that and see how it goes. But as far as target, I've got 655. We're actually a little bit above our target right now, and see we're at the top end of that range. So I'm down here is really where I'm targeting Netflix, but it's kind of range bound. ServiceNow, this one's a tough one to trade. Good company, but oof, moves a lot. Um, it, I've got and it's not super liquid, so I'm not sure why I'm in it. But uh, here, here's the profit range, and it's been a tough one to trade. So I've got to look. We've got 724. You can go so wide on it typically, but it moves a ton as well. So yeah, you can see boom, way up, way down, way up. So, but long term, it's a good stock. So I should probably just stay long when it's down. think that's what I'm going to do in the future. Um, Nvidia, everybody knows this one. I put on a wide iron condor, so 105 to 144. We've got a huge trading range to profit within, and I think it's it's kind of consolidating and going to be range bound. And there's no earnings coming up, so because I could go so wide from 105 to 144, so basically all the way down here, all the way up to up here, and we just need to stay in that range in the next 47 days, and then we make the $259 left. We've already made 37, but this is the extrinsic, so it's the amount left that we can make in Nvidia going forward. And even though the PE is high, the PEG ratio, which is the price to earnings to growth, is fairly priced based on their growth and their earnings potential. Palantir, watch the video I did on this one. I covered the whole stock as well as this strategy, and actually put on another tranche of a poor man's covered call. So this is a way to get free stock, and we've been doing it just basically over the last year. We've made 822, so that would cover. And again, I just put one of these on Friday when I was making the video, but $1,000. So we've got 2 months left since I put it on. I put this on and basically 8/31, so September. So we've got until September to make a full year, and we'll make $1,000, and that will pay for this uh, deep in the money call, which controls 100 shares of stock. So it's like getting stock for free. Um, Sirius Radio, huge dividend. I was surprised, and it's an inexpensive stock, 283, with a 4% dividend. So I bought a couple hundred shares, did a video on that one as well. Check that out. But their fundamentals actually look really good, and I saw it somewhere and decided to jump on with that dividend and the low price. And uh, so let me know what you think of that one. But it's a low price stock. SoFi, can't believe this has not moved up. It's still in that 6.6 range. I've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these deep in the money calls on, but I'm out over a year on 5 of these. I maybe move those out another year, but I'm closer to 2 years on these 7, this tranche. But SoFi is long term going to do really well. So I'm not sure why it's not moving up. I've got to dig into it a little bit deeper. TLT and TMF, those will do well as interest rates start to begin to get cut. So we've got to just hang tight on those. Tesla, did a recent video on that one as well, and it's done pretty well for us. Above 190, I'm long on put spreads, and it's been down, but now it's trending up. You can see the 13 trending above the 50, and we're long. And as long as we stay above that 190, we collect the max profit. There's no earnings on 7/17, so there is earnings before July 19th, and we've got $305 left to collect in Tesla. Ulta is, and let me see, I did a video on Tesla as well, so check that one out. We covered it, and that was just last week. Ulta is another one. It had a big drop after earnings a couple of weeks ago, and that's when I jumped in, and you can see it dropped, and I think we're at a bottom. The fundamentals on Ulta are actually pretty unbelievable. They're good, so I don't think it's going to drop much further, and that's why I've got a put spread on in Ulta, and 370 left to collect in premium, and this is August 16th, so it's actually before the 22nd, before the next earnings is announced. So I actually like that. And Verizon, huge dividend, so I own the stock and I sell a call against it, so a covered call in Verizon. It's done really well for us. Yeah, 132 in the last 30 days, but it continues to just make money. So as it moves up, so on these poor man's covered calls, on the call side, it replicates the stock. So it makes money as the stock moves up as well. And this is the call that I sold against it, which cuts the profit, but that's okay. If it just moves up, it can move from 33 all the way up here to 42 and make money, but we're at 41, so it can move up to 42, and then the profit is capped. But I like selling that monthly call against it and just collecting it. But you also make money as the stock moves up on the long call, just to be clear. ExxonMobil, 110 to 120. We're right in the middle of that range. It's been trading in a range. I've got an iron condor on. You can see it's right there in that range. I'm definitely long when we get down to that 100, 110 range, and then when we get up to 120, then I'm short. So I'm trading both sides right now on XOM, and it's doing well. $421 just in the last 30 days. And then the last one that we have is Zscaler, and this one I put on fairly a couple of weeks ago, and it's done really well. And this whole sector is down. It's cloud security, and it's a IoT SaaS, software as a solution, software as a service stock. So huge growth. My target there is 235. So this is one of my the best plays I think that we have on. But I've got a $10 wide put spread. We've already made 190 on it, and my target's higher. So this is July. What do we have left to go? Another $100 that we can collect in the next 19 days. So I'm going to leave it on, and then I'm going to roll to July. Let's look at earnings real quick for next week. Earnings, all earnings. I think it's probably, yeah, it's going to be slow. There's nothing really constellation next week, but because of the 4th of July, it's going to be slow. So everybody have a great 4th of July. All right, guys, I put a link down below for the free options workshop. Be sure and grab that. Remember to hit like and subscribe. Let's get this video out to as many people as possible. Join Mumu, get your free stocks, and leave a comment. Ask a question. I answer everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.